Donald Trump would love for nothing more than the Epstein issue to just go away, for people to stop talking about it, for people to just accept his answers and move on. However, Trump just got some really bad news. That's right, in today's breaking story, Trump just got the worst possible news about the Epstein files. Now, this whole issue with Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, it's been an ongoing nightmare Trump cannot seem to wake up from. And now the nightmare is extending to MAGA as well.
And I'm getting really concerned here at this point, because the flip-flopping and the 180ing and the going back is just the biggest train wreck I've ever seen. And it's not in character for you to be acting like this. So we want your agenda to succeed. I've done deep research, never saw you involved with Epstein and criminal activity. So why are you acting like this? You made a deal with the establishment to leave you alone. Have they rolled over? U.S. intelligence we know is involved, Mossad, CIA, MI6, we already know that. But instead, you just continue to say nothing to see here, move along, though go ahead and release the information, but there's no information to release. Contradiction for contradiction, flip-flopping after flip-flopping, 180s on 180s on 180s. Jesus, I'm on a roller coaster here. And then, oh, it's only fake news is concerned. Oh, like MTG and Tucker Carlson and myself and Joe Rogan and the American people. This is something that finally got our attention. People finally woke up to this. People finally understand, a window in the deep state with all this. And so you signing on to this and flip-flopping is just self-harming. I mean, please, President Trump, stop. If you want it to go away, just be quiet. It's like there's a gun to his head saying, you better come out and say none of this exists or we'll release it. It's bad. It's getting worse by the minute.
Yeah. Prayers for Alex Jones. And it's not just Trump suffering because of this fallout. Even Speaker of the House Mike Johnson was confronted.
More doing things like Epstein. Why do you think more is doing things like Epstein?
I have been misquoted and misrepresented on all of that. Go watch the interview I did with Benny Johnson. It's very clear. I mean, we're for transparency. I'm saying the same thing. I mean, you need to have all of the credible information released for the American people to make their decision. We trust the American people, and I know the president does as well. That's an important principle to abide by here. What they have to do, though, what the president has to do is protect the innocent. I mean, there are, whistleblowers and minors' names involved in things related to Epstein, obviously, and you got to be careful not to release that.
But now things just got so much worse because Trump just got the worst possible news about the Epstein files. Take a look at this. Donald Trump has made it crystal clear he only cares about one thing: poll numbers. But if that's true, then he's got every reason to panic today. A shocking new poll from YouGov and The Economist just dropped, and it delivers brutal news for the Trump administration. According to the survey, 79% of Americans, including 83% of Trump's own voters, say the government should release all documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. Only 5% said no. That's basically margin of error stuff, but it gets worse. When asked whether they believe the government is covering up evidence in the Epstein case, 67% of Americans said yes. Another 25% said they're not sure, meaning a jaw-dropping 92% of the country is at least open to the idea that Trump's administration is hiding something about Epstein. Among Trump's base, 59% say yes, there's a cover-up, and nearly 30% say they're not sure. That's nearly 9 in 10 Trump supporters who aren't buying what the Justice Department is selling, and this poll was conducted before Trump's latest meltdown, where he attacked his own supporters for demanding answers. And remember, this is the same Trump who once pushed conspiracy theories about Epstein himself. Now, with Attorney General Pam Bondi under fire and FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino reportedly threatening to resign over this mess, Trump is in a full-blown credibility crisis. He's trying to control the narrative, but the numbers don't lie. This isn't just a PR disaster, it's a loyalty test that even his most faithful supporters are starting to fail. And for a man obsessed with polls, this might be the worst news yet. Yeah, at the end of the day, when you have someone like Donald Trump, who is a serial liar, it turns out the American people don't trust you. Who would have thought? Trump thinks his supporters are absolutely stupid, which, let's be honest, that's true. But he's definitely wrong to assume that Americans are stupid. We see Donald Trump's nonsense, and we're all ready for it to end.